This was built with a Willys cheap engine and Willys components. This one is steeply of large canvas. This one has a Ford motor, so it's a little deviation. Most of them have Willys. This one has an optional belt pulley on the back. We're going to these tractors for about 3 years, 49, 80, and 50. This is the model 1990, built 1947. Planted as Sleepy Cribs of Louisville, Kentucky. Previous owner farmed this place for over 40 years. Took pretty good care of it. How do you think you'd like to build that up? All right, next up, we've got an Ottawa. Going to get a little change here. Ottawa model 15. Carl Herring at Vega, New York. This was made in Ottawa, Kansas in 1949 to 50. 300 was made. Factory closed in 1950 due to a serious run and a camera over the skin. Here's another picture. Hey, next up another Empire tractor. This is a 1947 model. It's owned by Ken and Ellen Ravenette of Louisville, Kentucky. Beautiful restoration on that thing. Thank you all for coming up and being with us. A lot of these people have put an awful lot of miles on getting here to be with us at the Empire feature. 47, another 47 miles, 90 miles. This one is Jimmy Rogers of Frankfort, Kentucky. He's got a beautiful restoration on this big city. My, what a smooth running little tractor. Here's a 1948 Empire Baby. No smaller model. It's owned by Kevin and Sharon Jarvis of Dresden, Ontario, Canada. This was built post-war as I said, using military parts. It's commonly known as their baby. And I think you get the prize for coming the farthest distance. Carlin, all right, from New York. All right. I don't know my geography that well. Courtney ought to get a prize for coming by. 1947 Empire tractor, Larry and Hazel Forrest of Springfield, Missouri. This one has a Ford-built engine and only a few of these. Most of them had the Willys. This will do 30 miles an hour. The Boers Farm down in Halfway, Missouri. Larry Boers right here, very instrumental in the Republic show that's coming up next weekend in the Republic Springfield, Missouri area. Leader tractor now, we got a 1948 little leader, Model B. Don and Kathy Jones have hit from this tractor. Beautiful little example of another tractor that was manufactured right after the war. David Brown, not exactly an oddball, but a neat piece. One we don't see a lot of around here. Model 1200, 1960. A little later piece, David Merchant of Junction City. He's had the tractor about 4 years. Bought it from a good friend. And it's a really neat piece. Don't see too many. It's got that electromatic steering on it. You bet. Nicely restored, David Brown. Gene Eichelberger, I got this a mile ago. You talked about short corn rows and rarity here. This is Mr. Rare here. There's a Simpson Jumbo Club National. There's about 26 or 7 of these tractors recorded. And that's all that's been recorded so far. And this is the proud owner right here of one of the 26 or 7. This is a Chrysler car unit. This was originally made in Azusa, California. And this tractor and another tractor in this area, and Gene has another one at home, were basically sold out of a little hardware store in Syracuse, Missouri, years and years ago. And the fourth one, we found out that it had its demise going over a field, or over a steep hill south of Syracuse in a runaway ear-torn wagon, and it's no more. But there were 3 or 4 of these sold in Syracuse, Missouri through a hardware store, and the rest is history, and there's very few of them. When Gene researched this tractor, he had a friend that contacted the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C., and their response was, we don't know nothing about it, can you send us some information? There you go. All right, next up, we've got a 1927 liter tractor. Model B, Henry and Flora Hahn of Perryville, Missouri on this little piece. Wow, that thing is quite a good to hear that thing take off. If you want to go home, you can go home fast. They will. If you want to jump her back on that 6-cylinder Chrysler and really ride her high, it'll almost make 60 miles an hour. Now they're in the 9 mile. This is a 24 Silver King, model 22. David Mathis family of Russellville, Missouri. These were built in Plymouth, Ohio. And originally, they were first manufactured under the Plymouth name, but then they changed the name to Silver King. Thank you, son. Beautiful little piece there. Very rare. Don't see many Silver Kings. Hey, we're going to mow the grass. I don't think it needs it right out here, but it needs it out in the yard. This is a lawnmower, 1960. Homemade. Jim and Sandy Carnine of Marshall, Missouri. She's got her father. And it still goes good. Mr. and Ms. Carnine here. This is a very vintage. This is a one of a kind because Mr. Carnine's father, which is still living, built this machine, and it's very unique in design. That is, once you open up the land, you'll never run across the grass with the front wheel as it's offset. And this was a very neat feature. Mr. Carnine made this tractor in his shop many years ago, probably 45, 50 years ago, and had an interesting design. He is still living, and I think he could have patented that because it has been worth patenting. That's a nice unit. His son got it back out of the woods and picked it up and brought it to our show. And this is, go ahead later, this is a little later tractor model, but in 1970. CBT 1000. Jim and Sandy Carnine of Marshall, Missouri on this thing. Obviously, if you want to talk about the rare tractor here, in its own right, it's a pretty new tractor, but once Oliver Corporation ceased to function and was sold out to White, they sold their castings and parts out to a Brazilian company. They made, this looks a lot like the 1550 series tractor. This is a Brazilian tractor made out of the Oliver component, and it's very rare tractor indeed. Next up, we've got another rare tractor you don't see here. This is an autonomous. This was a Sears company. It's called the Sears Robot Company. It's manufactured in Broome, Illinois by the Broome Plow Works. And the order digit, Sears. Sears catalog 1937-38. Used a Model A Ford engine and transmission. And it's about a one-of-a-kind kind of a deal. And we've got, well, let's see, the Broome Plow Works there. It's really a very unusual piece and a neat tractor. Thank you, sir, for bringing that with us. Driving car. Warren Anderson, right here from Columbia, Missouri, was his model 103 roll truck Graham Bradley. And you're talking about one of them oddballs right here is made for Sears roll truck the Graham Page Motor Company in Detroit. 20 horsepower tractor, 4-speed cylinder. Sold by Sears in the catalog at farm stores, new and 38, cost about $1,198. Nice. Thank you, sir. One of the most stylish tow tractors around. I tell you, folks, you may not know it, but you're seeing about a broad array of tractors today you're just going to see at one time. You're not seeing lots of them, but you're seeing a very diverse group of tractors, things that we don't always see. They was manufactured, but you don't see any of those in the 1990, 1920. Clinton and Toby Holiday of Fairholme, Missouri. General Motors made this tractor for 2 years, and then they quit. Ford got in competition with Henry Ford, and they gave it up, let Henry handle the business. And of course, you know, he made the fortune. That was another.